Morning, talking about conspiracies over 20 years. Nobody likes that. There's people that are all on one side but have these different takes for it, and none of them make any fucking sense because there's no originality in a bunch of fucking copy shit when there's no one really fighting for anything. They're just fighting for opinions. This is what they fight with now. The gloves are off. The keyboard is on. Go! Once against me, I'm sure it's gonna go down not pretty, just like everything else, but I'm in the moment. Conspiracies over 20 some odd years. Nobody likes that word. KON'Spirit, conspiracies. The chemtrails, 20 years, 20, 30 years, it doesn't matter. Over and over and over, I was talking about it. I mean, why talk about it? We're asking all these people in Germany, do we want to go to the same place to eat dinner? You're not gonna, it's gonna take forever to figure it out. I used to do interviews every time I had to come out with a record with a bigger label. You're scheduled, depending on the distro, many interviews, and I used to do shit. One Warbirth, I did over 300 interviews, 280 with the world, and then probably 150 to next record down. They faded me out, so they do that because that's when it's a plan. It's a plan. Like Brad Dorfman signed me for a 2-year contract for clothing. Then you come up with these clothes that are original, and then they put them in the sample pile, and they'll put them on a rack. You have a 2-year contract, so you just come up with new stuff every 3 months, put it in on the thing, and then you ask if they're gonna, are these gonna, when will they come out? Or, well, they're looking, and the bottom line is that they're gonna shelve it. And why would they do that? They're gonna lose money. They're paying you a couple grand a month just for this contract because you're being shelved. If you're on a record label and they want you shelved, they do the same thing. And then if you get too big for the indies or the backyards, they'll have a major come scoop you up, and then they can pass you off to an umbrella. And most all umbrellas would be well, I was an umbrella to Bump Records, but I knocked on their door and went, hey man, I'm doing pretty good on my own, but I don't really want to be a business guy. I want to come up with all the bands, and I want to come up with the concepts for the label, but I don't want to do all the fucking geek shit and nitpicking and fucking crap that it takes to the good guy shit in the roots of a company. So you get some people that want to do that kind of stuff, and it's just a bunch of fucking. This guy used to be in this band, now he sucks up to the company, man. And now the bands treat him better than ever because he's a company guy now, but he used to be in this band, and then if you're not a player with all those players that were always on the phone, we got to get you out. You're actually trying to fucking create jobs for kids, trying to create stand up for your rights. We got to party, all that, for your right to party. No, they don't like that. They do want you partying like a motherfucker, because the stupider you are, the better off you are. One of the main questions was, hey DUANE, and at first it was fun, but it was like, wow, someone asked me that on the last interview. Well, if you're gonna get sent to an island, what records would you take with you? I'd be like, wow, what a great question. And then it gets asked again and again, and then everyone's laughing. And then if I share MySpace back then, like, whoa, that's red flags is what I call them. Like, whoa, but I got no time to really ponder. I know that they're chemtrailing, and other people are calling them contrails. How do I? People are taking the blue pill, people are taking the red pill. What if I don't want to take any pill? I'm just gonna go with fucking. Look, I got born, and they fucking they wrote down Garden Parks Hospital. It's condemned. The people that I was calling mom and dad, the sister, they never loved me. They were totally fucking treated me like I just came over, just stopping by. Never, no, always acting like, and always being blamed. The other three never got blamed. Watched two of them get born, or didn't watch them get born. I was alive when they were born. And fucking weird. I didn't have brothers and sisters. I didn't have a mom and dad from what I know of. I just got born, and I got bed and clothes and all the basics, and I had to go through some shit. And it was a little weird, but it wasn't everybody's. And then I ended up, doing this, doing that. The Pinball Wizard, which was the theme song in Skateboard Mania for the finale. And Ghost Rider, Earth Boy, and Skateboard Queen, and all this stuff in Hollywood and Alchemy Productions. And then you just start learning that witchcraft is really running this shit all. And all these people are fucking working to get by. They're getting by. That's why there's no creativity anymore. That's why the punks are just fucking like, there's nothing cool anymore. Nobody goes to the parties and has a creative outlook. Everyone went and sold to China. That was the big deal in all of the 90s, was get a company, put it together for 5 years, and then sell it. And China, and everybody wants to sell it. That's the deal. For so many years, Luke, Silver Star, sold to China. He's gone, right? Him and Cheris, they did the Silver Star, and then the MMA, or whatever that was called, that took over the ASR, and then you had the agenda. Then there was Dogpile and the ASR agenda turning, and everyone was copying Dogpile. There was all these little shitty brands. I remember, and I was like, fuck, man, put my shit on the line, dude. Everyone's copying Dogpile. There's no other aesthetics. We need my shit out there. And at least to differentiate. This is pathetic. And everyone was getting their samples from the same shitty manufacturing company over in China. So I was noticing that at the agenda, the creativity was being shoveled out. And then I'm on this island, and I don't even want a record. They don't even have records anymore. Some people will buy them, but they don't know the way that everything came out. That it's cool to listen to Robert Gordon. I want to be free like a bird in a tree. You would think that as a punk rocker from like Charge Land or Rancid Land, how lame is that? But you didn't know that Robert Gordon could sing fucking any Elvis song better than Elvis, and any cool fucking Sha Na Na. You didn't know the Lords of Flatbush, the American Graffiti, when all that came in the 70s and 80s, we were mimicking times gone by that were way cooler than the times we were stuck in. So we would cuff our fucking Levi's, wear the Letterman jackets, wear the stuff that from the rebel past, and just, those were the cool fuckers, and it always looked like the hoods, so when we're in the backyards, and we're skating backyards, and we're breaking in, and we're making a sandwich, and hey man, there's some booze, let's take it, because it's the end of the day, we want to fucking party too. That's all. I'm just from a punk rock aesthetic, man, and I have to learn to forgive people that have wronged me, and I have to admit when I'm wrong, when I feel like I might be wrong. I feel like I might be fucking right too. So, I don't really want to argue with a bunch of people that are all on one side, but have these different takes for it. And none of them make any fucking sense, because there's no originality in a bunch of fucking copy shit when there's no one really fighting for anything. They're just fighting for opinions. This is what they fight with now. The gloves are off. The keyboard is on. Go! Alright everyone, thanks. I have a board coming out with Skater Built. They look great. I saw the green and black ones. I saw the red and black. There's fucking real quality work, time, the old way put in there. I'm sure everyone's against me. I'm sure it's going to go down not pretty, just like everything else. But I'm in the moment, and I'm going to dig it. And those are the little things, man. Other than trying to sell stuff. Thank you, everybody who has helped keep me alive. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.